He's
I'm
going to
Victor
talk
Lund,
already.
partner with the Wave Group. I'm
Can you
sorry
hear
that I
that?
could not be there today to share in the most exciting program that's been prepared for you all. A program full of education on the best practices to manage your business, market your services, and sell more real estate using the greatest resources available to realtors anywhere in the nation. I've been invited here today to introduce you to an exciting new member benefit called RETechnology. RETechnology is an education resource that will provide you with daily information on how to use technology in building your business. Aside from education, we have assembled the most comprehensive online catalog of products and services to support you in your success. Let's turn now to a brief introduction on RETechnology that will familiarize you with the website. MLSLI has created a special gateway to allow you to access RETechnology as a free member benefit. Please take a moment to write down this website address, mlsli.retechnology.com. From mlsli.retechnology.com, you'll be able to scan the daily news articles to keep you informed on the latest developments and strategies using real estate technology. On your first visit to mlsli.retechnology.com, you'll be invited to create a free registration. By clicking anywhere on the page, you're taken to the free registration page. Simply fill out your name, your email address, which will become your username, create a password, select your association, accept the terms of use, and join now. If this is your second visit to RETechnology and you've already created your username and password, simply go up to the top and type in your information. Once you log into RETechnology.com, you'll be able to access the home page, which has a rich resource of videos from today's top education advisors on best practices in real estate. As an agent, you'll be able to access products, companies, reviews, articles, reports, and columns designed just for you. Brokers have the same benefits. There's a news section, which keeps you informed about the daily news. And most importantly is a product directory. By visiting the product directory, you'll find a comprehensive list of all technology tools available in real estate today. To view local offerings offered to you by MLSLI and its partners, just select the Local Offerings button. You'll notice the MLSLI icon on all of these products, indicating that it has special significance to you and your market. MLSLI understands how challenging it can be for realtors to stay current on technology today. Now, with RETechnology as a member benefit, you'll stay informed on the best tools to create success in your business. We hope you'll enjoy the website. Enjoy your conference.
Okay, the one significance about MLSLI.com's flag is those vendors can be searched by category, and they're all getting our data. So if you wanted an IDX vendor or somebody to help you with Facebook, that will be categorized, and anybody with that flag will be someone that you could immediately start using their products. Okay? We're going to send that email blast out again to every member, and if you all have your own URL in that email. If you haven't registered, you can just click on the URL and you're automatically in. You'll ask you to create a password and a user ID, and there's a great amount of tools in there. So I'm going to turn this over to the panel. Alex Montalienti from eRealty Media will introduce the rest of the panelists. And Alex, it's yours.
How's everybody doing today? Super. We got a great panel here today. We're going to talk about different technology products that are available. I'm with eRealty Media. We've been in business for over 7 years, providing technology products to all the members here. And we do websites, search engine optimization, search engine marketing, Google products, social media, pretty much everything. So eRealty Media is a one-stop shop. I'm going to turn it over to Mark Tepper from Home Finder, and he's going to talk about property websites.
Hello, how y'all doing? Good? All right, good. Everybody keep their fingers crossed because I'm hoping the internet works well for me. This is a tech conference, right? We should be able to do some good tech stuff. All right, looks like we're working, cooking with gas. All right. Terrific. Okay. So I'm here to talk to you today about a new product that we just launched. It's called Single Property Websites. How many people here, by show of hands, have already heard about single property websites? Okay, nothing new, nothing radical in the industry, so you've heard about this before. The reason why we're different, the reason why we think we do it better is for a number of reasons. One is homefinder.com, as you see right here, is a national website, just like realtor.com, Trulia, Zillow, all those other guys. We have 3.5 million listings on our site, 3 million visitors coming to our site every day. So the good news is, by being a partner with MLSLI, we actually get all the MLSLI listings through a direct feed with MLSLI. So the good news about that is your listings are already on homefinder.com. So you're already receiving traffic and you're already receiving contacts from consumers interested in your properties. Come on. There we go. Okay, so what we decided to come out with was a new product called new for us, called Single Property Websites. And the reason we did it is for a couple of reasons. One is we found that the single property websites are a unique domain. So the actual address of the home, like 123 Main Street, is the domain of the website, so 123mainstreet.com. So I grew up in Comac, so I am going to do a search in Comac and find some homes for sale here. And then we are going to create a single property website right in front of you. One of the differences between us and others that create single property websites is that because we already have the data, we can really create this very quickly. So I'll just hit copy. Great. So now it's 3 easy steps. I go to create a website. So it's homefinder.com. You can write this down. homefinder.com/websites. So you have a couple different options. I always enter in, I'm going to enter in the address because I assume most people know the address of the home that they're selling. Then I hit find my property, okay? Bang, there it is. I found my property on homefinder.com. I say, am I the agent for this listing or am I the broker? I'm the agent for this listing. Terrific. Now, we've got a direct feed, direct API with the domain registry company. So these are the available domains for that listing. Okay, 24glenmereln.com or .net. And because it is a live feed, we can just add in, let's see, add the E lane, see what it comes. So it comes back. lane.com is available as well. So pretty slick technology. We click on lane. I think that's a good one. I say create this domain. Now it gives me a choice of 3 different templates to choose from. I could choose green, gray, or beige. I'm not going to hit create this website. I want to just preview it because if I hit it, then it's going to take me to an e-commerce page where you just pay for it. I hit preview this design and bang, you're done. You just created a single property website. The domain will be the actual domain or the actual address of the home. So even though it doesn't show it here, that's because we're just showing a preview. But if I had hit done, we would have actually created the single property site, okay? What's neat about this is because of our relationship with MLSI and because we get the direct feed, if you were to change the price of a home, if there was a price reduction, strangely enough, these things happen, if there was a price reduction and you entered it into the MLS, it would automatically port over to the single property website, so you never have to touch it again. If you're to add more photos to the MLS, it automatically ports through. Simple and easy to do, and you're done, okay? I'm going to have a session about this at 2 o'clock, talking about social media and SEO, and we'll talk a little bit more about these. But if you were to do, just to show you an actual live one, and then I'll get off the stage here. I haven't gotten the hook yet, but I feel it coming. timberdr.com. So this is an actual live site that somebody purchased. And you can see the price was reduced, $32,000. We get that directly from the MLS. So if you can see, there's Facebook like button, Facebook share, tweets. These sites will rank on the first page of Google for that address search within 7 days. Okay? We track every single one of these single property websites, even so much so that we'll ask for the email address of the seller and your email address as the agent. We'll email you and the seller twice. Once when the site goes live, say, hey, here's the site, it's live. Take a look at it. Number 2, when it ranks on the first page of Google, we'll shoot you an email and says, hey, your site now ranks on the first page of Google. It's a great way to keep sellers happy. They'll love it because it shows the website's all about them. A lot of people are doing searches by addresses. I know that may sound odd, but believe it or not, they do. And when they're doing a search by address, when you come up on the first page of Google, terrific. There's your single property website. There's your name, your property, all that kind of stuff is right up there. There's a lot more I can go into. I don't know if I've got the hook or not. We have a booth here. I've got a session at 2 o'clock talking about social media and SEO and how to get your rankings up higher as a brokerage as well. Okay? Any questions? Oh, on the right, you want to see the site. Yeah, sure. So it's got all the pictures from the MLS. It's got a map. It's got all the details. You name it, it's all in there. We've got, obviously, a big call out for you with a link to your website, view your listings. The other thing about this I'm going to talk about later is the SEO value of these things. So we worked with a brokerage here in Long Island who, for the big search terms like Northport, NY, homes for sale, Garden City, real estate, they ranked on page 10 in Google for their main brokerage website. They bought a whole bunch of these in one market, and literally within 3 months, their name of their brokerage.com was actually ranking on the first page of Google for that big search term. So there's a lot of SEO value built in behind these single property websites. That's sort of our secret sauce. Yes, sir. It's $12 per listing per month, and there's discounts if you buy in volume. We've got a show special. If you buy 10, if you buy 10, it's $8 per listing per month, so it's $80 a month. And the way that it works, if you buy a package of 10, let's say, it's $80 per month. One of your listings sells, you just replace it with another single property website at no additional charge. So you can always have 10 live listings at any one time. What's that? The domain name is included in the fee. Yeah, there's no other charges. That's the charge you'll see. There's no additional nickels and dimes. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. This one doesn't show it, but usually before the description, it'll pop up, like right above the description, it'll say open house information. Okay. Anybody else? Oh, yes, ma'am. You cannot add any other tabs. It's a templated website. The tabs that are up there are home information, obviously community information. That gives you, population, all the, the basics type stuff, home zone, community, age profile, education level, then school information, obviously, the local schools. Yes, ma'am. No, you can just do it. It's a 30-day cancellation notice. It's month to month. We're pretty confident that people like them, that they'll stay with it, and if they don't like it, then they can leave. It goes to your Facebook page. So you click on the Facebook share, it goes to the Facebook page. And this is really pretty cool because it goes to the Facebook page, you enter in your username and password, it's there. Now all of a sudden you start to get comments on it, you start to get information, people liking it and sharing it. And as you probably know, all the search engines, Google, Bing, Yahoo, they now actually give credit if you actually have a lot of people sharing anything about a website or liking something about a website. So if you've got a lot of likes and a lot of shares, it's going to actually pull up the SEO value of the website. Yes, ma'am. Well, you can attach a video. Yeah, if you put one through the MLS, it will come through in the feed. And also, we have a video product you can buy from us. It's $5 per month. It stitches the photos together. It's got voiceover. It's got text. If you have your own, yeah, just put it through in the MLS and it will come through in the feed. And we'll put it on there as well. And then also, if you have one that's not on the MLS, we have an advertiser center that you can go into 24/7, username and password, put in the virtual tour link in there, and it'll appear on there as well. So there's 2 ways to do it. Okay. Terrific. Oh, one more. If you want to do the virtual tour link, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's right. Our video tour, sorry, thank you. It's $5 per month for, basically we take your photos, we stitch them together in a nice fashion with a little pan and zoom. We have, actually, you can choose voiceover if you want it, and you could choose text description if you want it as well. The voiceover is not your voice, it's a little bit of an automated one, but it serves a purpose, and it's, pretty affordable. Yes, ma'am. No floor plans on it to date. That's an addition that we're going to have in the future. Yes, sir.
Can we change the description, or is it just taking it from what MLS and that's it?
It's taking it from MLS, but actually you can change it. So if you go into this advertiser center I mentioned, you have your own username and password. You go into homefinder.com, you log in. There's an advertiser center which shows you all the results of your program, how you're doing, search results, impressions, details page impressions. And if you want to change the description, absolutely. You could change it in there. You could add photos through that advertiser center. I was just assuming it might be easier for you just to do it all through the MLS, but that's up to you. Cool. Very good. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Mark. So I wear a lot of hats at eRealty. I do website design, I do website marketing, search optimization, social media. But today I'm wearing the Google hat. We're going to talk about Google products, some free products that are out there and things that you can take advantage of. Get the PowerPoint. All right, so Google Places is actually a free product. How many people here are actually know about Google Places and are using Google Places? Like to see all those hands eventually when you guys get home tonight? Because it's a free service. I mean, just like the chocolate we give away at the table, this stuff is free too. So you might as well take advantage of it. Doesn't give you any extra weight or calories either. So what you want to do with Google Places is you want to go onto Google. You can go to google.com/places. And that's where you can register your business. Now, Google's nice. Most of the time what they do is they go out and they find your business information. So they know your address, they know your business name and things like that. But they want you to verify the information to make that listing live and improve that listing. So this is the page you're going to see when you get to Google Places, google.com/places. And what you're doing here is you're going to get found on Google for free. I mean, that's invaluable. There's a lot of value to be put on that. You know, people pay hundreds and thousands of dollars a month to get to the top of Google. Right now, you could do it for free. And Google Places results are actually starting to show up on top above all other results. So it's really a great, great tool. What it helps you do is it helps you stand out also. You can add videos. You can have reviews. People can post reviews about your business. I have a client in this room that has Google Place page. She has some great reviews on there that gives you more credibility. So if you go online and you search for your Google Place page, you may find it on there, and it's going to look something like this. It's a little hard to see with the screen. But basically in the top right-hand corner, it's going to say, edit this place, business owner ? Now, if you've already verified your listing, it's going to say owner verified. But if you see business owner ? That's something you should be taking advantage of. You need to claim that listing. You know, I'm looking here at Coach Realtors, for example. It's an office in Manhasset. They haven't claimed the listing yet. So, I mean, there's probably quite a few in this room who haven't claimed your listing either. Once you claim your listing, they're going to ask you to edit the information, verify the information, and add more information. So this is the screen you're going to see where you just enter in, you know, things like categories. What's great about this is Google is giving you an opportunity to categorize your business and tell Google what you want to show up for. So it's really great to take advantage of that. They're also going to ask you things like a link to your website. So now you've got a link to your website from Google. They're going to ask you things like hours of operation, where you're located, what geographic proximity, things like that. They're going to ask you about video, you know, upload a video, which gets uploaded to YouTube. Google is partnered with YouTube. Things like photos, you can upload your logo. So now, you know, once you've uploaded all this information, they're going to validate your listing. This might be one of the only times you get a phone call from Google, but they're actually going to have an automated service that contacts you and gives you a PIN number, and you're going to go online and just enter that PIN, and that's going to validate your listing. Sometimes they ask to do it by postcard too, but that's more of a pain. Once you've got an owner-verified listing, that top right-hand corner is going to change from business owner ? To business owner-verified listing, and it's going to have a check mark. Now you're in good shape. Now you're live, and hopefully you've got a complete Google Place page online. When I say complete, that's because they give you a completeness rating from 1 to 100%. And the more complete your listing is, the better your listing page is going to do on Google. So you really want to try to get as much information in there as possible. Here's an example of the completeness. You know, this one's 53% complete. You'd probably want to add some more information in there. It's free. Why not add as much as possible? What happens is once you're on there, Google's gonna have results, and when you see the results with a little push pin, like a red push pin, that's a Google Place page you're seeing. So I mean, I'm doing a search here for Port Washington real estate offices, and what's showing up is a lot of Google Place pages right on the first page. I mean, that's worth a lot of money, so you want to make sure you get listed. If your office is in Port Washington, for example, you should be on this page. Here's another example where they're actually pushing it right to the top. So they're putting it above all the other results. Here's an example on Google Maps, same thing. Google Place page is showing up. So it's showing up all over Google. You know, you may not know about it, but it's there and it's open for you guys to post on. What's another thing that's great is you can add an offer, like a discount. You could put, I mean, in real estate, we're not going to really offer that many discounts, but maybe you'd say free market analysis, free market analysis of your home, or free comparative market analysis. That's what Matone Real Estate did here. Google reviews, Heidi Spellman Realty. They've got a couple of reviews on there. They're positive reviews. This is kind of important to keep an eye on, because if you got negative reviews, you might want to go there and flag them as inappropriate. Or maybe you want to have some of your customers go in and add some positive reviews to push those negative reviews down the page or onto the second page. Another beautiful thing is Google's providing you activity tracking. So they're actually giving you all the statistics on this completely free. So they're telling you where your traffic's coming in from, what keywords people are searching for. They're even going to tell you things like, you know, where they're coming from when they're asking for driving directions to your office. A new thing they're offering now to make a little more money off this free service is called Google Ads Express. So instead of a red pin, they're going to give you a blue pin, and they're going to put you at the top of the map's results. Now, you pay per click for this. Can get a little costly, but it's something to look into if you really want to stand out above everybody else. Another product from Google just to be aware of is AdWords. AdWords is guaranteeing you a spot on the top of Google, but you're going to pay every time somebody clicks on your ad. Again, can get costly. I have a lot of clients doing it, but you know, you can get results if you target your marketing and you have targeted landing pages. You can really do some fun stuff there. So that pretty much concludes it from eRealty Media. We provide support and help on setup for all the Google products. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Now I'm going to pass it on to Kelly Rourke from HDTV's Front Door.
I'm not sure if you just left it on.
You need a web browser, or you need
I don't know where my presentation is.
this one?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I wanted to do a live demo as well, but I wasn't quite as confident about the internet, so I did some slides for you. I'm with HGTV's Front Door, and for those of you who may not be familiar with Front Door, this is our real estate community of HGTV. And as part of MLSLI, we as well provide a direct or get a direct feed from MLSLI, so that means your listings are on our real estate site. So if you aren't already including in your marketing that you're marketing your listings on HGTV's real estate website, I encourage you to do that effective immediately. In any event, we started out the site a couple of years ago. It was basically, you know, a down and dirty listing site, and we also featured various how-to guides in terms of buying and selling. But we saw that the market was changing, and what HGTV has really been known for, as you guys probably know with our programming, is that we engage people and we really inform and inspire them so they get super passionate about the home. And so what we've tried to do over the last couple of years is basically look at the listings and create inspiration around those listings. So you'll see here on this homepage that we've actually started taking your listings and telling stories about those listings. And we're getting very visual about it. And here's another example. You can see here, we have slideshows of basic themes. It could be storylines about gardening. It could be about great bathrooms. It could be the best Main Street homes of the world. But the whole idea is we want to get the average consumer who's on the sidelines sort of watching what's going on, get them back into the real estate game. And we want them coming to our site not once every 7 years, but once a day. So with that, one of the big things is we made the listings the stars, and we received a lot of feedback from agents that you guys wanted to be featured on HGTV as well. And if it wasn't through our TV programming, how else could you increase your profile with the HGTV audience? So we looked around, and this is an example of we wanted to see what other sites were doing to promote you to their audience. And this is an example of a profile from another site. Our designers took a look at this and we said, if we were a consumer, would we be drawn by a white page ad, or would we want something a little more robust that really highlights your best listings, your expertise, how socially connected you are online, and it was in a one-stop shop kind of setup. So what I'm showing you here is what we're offering today. And this is our first agent tool we're launching. This is an HGTV agent profile. This is not the entire profile, but you can get a snapshot if you look at the difference between something simple and something robust. We want this to be your electronic calling card or table of contents to everything you have on the web, and it can link back out to your site. This is an example, just a snapshot of someone in Huntington, New York, I've just taken chunks of it so you can see it close up. It gives you an opportunity to highlight specific properties that are unique, all your contact information. You're able to claim your listings, get recommendations, feature those, a little bit about yourself. You can talk about your town and what's unique to you, and you can also link in your blog, your Facebook profile, anything that's relevant that you want to create awareness of on this one sheet. This is an example, though, of folks that say, well, it's nice, but I don't want to spend the extra time to really build it out. Well, this looks a lot like what I just showed you on that other site. It's a basic profile. But if you spend a little extra time in our wizard, again, it's going to look like this. Difference between this and this. And what's interesting about this is once you create your profile through our wizard, you have the opportunity to target yourself by specialty and also by location. So we now have in our search area an agent directory, and this is totally free of charge to get into it, as well as the profile. The profile is 100% for free. It will always be for free. And once you start tagging your profile, it'll show up in these search results. The other thing you can do with your profile is you can tag it to your listings, and then we also give you an opportunity this is within the actual wizard. I'm showing you the badges tab. And I think one of the benefits we've heard from a lot of agents is what you can really offer me is a little bit of the HGTV cachet. So we give you the opportunity to grab a badge, and there's a couple different badges we have. The first one is just basically the top badge in blue. It gives you the opportunity to put it on your website, and it says, hey, here's what I'm doing with HGTV. So even if no one does anything else, you're immediately drawing that association in your marketing to what you're doing with HGTV. We also have badges for those of you that actually do get on a TV show. You can see the bottom badges that if you were on Cool Houses Daily, if you're featured on our Cool Houses Daily section, or if you were in Homes of the Stars, if you're actually selling a Stars home, you can put that badge on, and we'll start posting up additional badges. So you'll have the opportunity, just, much like flair on your hat or on, at the, what is it, was it TGIF Fridays? You can do the same sort of thing on site to kind of call attention to the special things that you're doing. I mean, why not make it fun? There's a lot of information out there, so we're trying to really draw attention to what you've done that's unique and marketing savvy. We also give you your own vanity URL. So similar to what Mark was talking about with your URL for your single property, you now get to pick your own vanity URL that you own. And this is something you can use in your marketing. So I've given some examples here. You can use your name, like frontdoor.com/pro Sally Sue. This is our token generic name internally. And then it could be Sally Sue sells Syosset. And that might be your vanity URL to your own website, so you want to further promote that vanity URL of your website. Either way, we make that, we don't keep the, we don't do redirects or no redirects. This is crawlable in the search engines. And I'm not going to promise top placement in every market, but this is an example of a gal named Katie Cooper who set up her profile last year. And I typed in a very generic term. So imagine if someone wanted to look you up, your name plus real estate. You can see that the top link is an HGTV's front door profile, and it's actually, this is in Houston, and if you know anything about HAR, it's a rather powerful organization, and they have a very big website, and our results came up above her. So, and I think, at least I Googled it this morning, it was showing up. So if anything, whether it comes up first, second, or third, it's just another way that you're owning your page with every link pointing back to you. And this is, if you guys are interested, there are a couple ways that you can get involved. Like I said, this profile is totally for free. This is the website link that you can go to. There's a tutorial there. There's a video. If you don't want to do that and you don't want to remember it now because you've got a lot of information that you're absorbing, you've got a lot of collateral, then you can do one of two things. Either before you leave today, give me your business card, and within the next week, we will send out an activation link to you that allows you to very quickly populate the profile, or alternatively, you could go over to our booth and do the same thing. So that's basically it. This is our first product that we're launching now, and expect to see more in the paid arena, and equally, if not more interesting, coming around Q1 or Q2. Any questions? Great.
Next up, we have Janet Choinowski from Real Buzz Media.
Bless you. I wasn't very confident about the internet connection too, so I didn't want to take a flyer on it. We've had some stalls out there in the expo hall. So I'm going to talk a little bit about social media apps. Social media, those of you who were in my presentation earlier, I was talking something about the globalization of social media. 750 million users in Facebook, probably everybody's familiar with that statistic. A less known statistic is that 525 million of them do not access and use Facebook in English language. So if you want to really approach social media these days, you need to widen your scope quite a bit. And that the same sorts of things is not as true in LinkedIn, but if you've had the opportunity in LinkedIn lately, you will have noticed they're inviting you to set up your profile in other languages. That is because they're expanding internationally at a far greater rate than they are in the United States, and they're supporting all the other languages that go with that. Pretty much all of the growth of Twitter now is going on outside the United States. So social media on the whole is really globalized, and that's where the growth is. We have a global app for Facebook that lets you put the MLS-LI, MLS and IDX feed right there inside Facebook on your business page, effectively turning that into a global portal that will work 24/7 for you. And the good thing about global is when you say you're going to work 24/7, if you look at all the different places around the world that your clients could be coming from, they really could be coming 24/7. So that's a bit of fun right there. And this one will work full time for you. So When your listings are seen in Facebook and they're liked and they're shared and they're posted to that consumer's Facebook wall, and that happens, you don't know how many language barriers that could have to cross while it's traveling on the social graph, but this empowers your listing to go through about 90% of the Facebook users, with everyone able to see it and interact with it in the language that's convenient for them. Here we're just taking a look at one of the search shots in Chinese. The languages that we cover, sometimes I forget to count these down, so I'll just take a moment and do that. So we have English, which is a foreign language for a lot of people. We have Spanish, Brazilian Portuguese, big buyers in your market. French, Italian, German, Polish, Russian, another big group of high rollers. Korean, Vietnamese, 2 varieties of Chinese, both simplified and traditional, or Cantonese and Mandarin, and Japanese. So 13 languages that give you penetration into about 90% of Facebook and 91% of traffic online if you decide to use one of the web modules that we have for your website as well. So we've got the Chinese like button up here. That's universal language, and a lot of people never see the English version of Facebook, but they're having the same experience that the rest of us are having. Like, who knew? So we've got the detail there, every listing branded to you, contact information, no matter how far that listing travels, no matter how many times it changes language, your contact and branding goes right there along with it. I was trying to put up a shot, but I guess I didn't make it, showing it actually posted to a Facebook wall. But it posts language consistent for the user, whoever saved it. They register for alerts. That goes up in a language consistent way as well. One of the things that we have that's completely new is the new real estate portal, realbuzz.com. This is live in 8 languages right now. It's been live for 12 weeks, and we're already seeing traffic from 145 different countries coming in. We've had over 500,000 uniques so far on a monthly basis, so we think that that's going really, really pretty well. Your listings are in there from MLSLI. You can go in, and you also have free profile, blogging, and business page platform. This is a little bit different in as much as it can be seen and searched in all of the different languages, so that's a bit of fun in there for you. Consumers can set up their profiles, and so can professionals, so you can network not only for sales and renters, but you can also network with other professionals for referrals, and that's a good thing to do globally these days as well. So you'll find that a lot of professionals have come in, 160,000 of them have already filled out their profiles, and they are networking regularly with each other. So it's a good place to go angling for referrals. I had someone here today telling me that they've done 3 or 4 referrals so far this year with Florida agents, and this is a great place to make those connections. So it's not only about international, but it's also about national business. And we have $82 billion a year trading to international buyers, but there's a great deal more that's just going on right inside our borders. So this gives you great reach to those as well. So your fully fleshed out profile in all the different languages, it's all about you, and it's really globalized to make it comfortable for you. Does anybody have any questions about the Facebook thing while I'm here? Yes. Yeah, the IDX for your Facebook page is $19.99 a month if you already have the access for IDX from MLSLI. Then you can use it for the Facebook product or for the website product, both. It doesn't change. It's $19.99 a month. If you have what I'm calling an IDX license from MLSLI that you've paid to them, so you have the right to use the IDX, then you can use it in any of these products by just paying for the products. You don't have to pay for the license again. So these multi-language products are $19.99 a month. I believe that the underlying license for MLSLI IDX is $29 a month. So the product comes with all the 13 languages in it. It's not priced by the language. You buy the license from MLSLI to use IDX at all, and then we're selling our products independently, and those multi-language products are $19.99 a month. Okay? Yep. There are two products. One is for the website and one is for Facebook. And, you know, in Facebook for your business page, if you haven't gotten your vanity URL, you should do that. If you get, I believe it's 25 people to like you, then you can go in and claim your URL, and then you can use that on your marketing material. So that would be facebook.com/Sally Sells Real Estate. And if you have that, then you can use that Facebook page on your marketing materials and direct viewers back to that from outside. They can view the business pages and interact with them even if they're not logged into Facebook. So it can sort of act as your website inside Facebook. It's a nice platform. Yes, sir. Well, yes, there are a couple. I mean, we already have 90 to 91% penetration, so you get into that diminishing return sector, but and there are so many languages that I'm sure will always come short of what somebody wants. But we are adding, we have European French, we're adding Canadian French. We are also adding Turkish, and we do plan sometime late next year to stick our toes into Arabic, but my programmers are in some kind of revolt over that because it has to write backwards and they're really not keen. So, yeah, we'll get there. Okay, well, thank you very much. We're on stand 54 if you have any more questions. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Janet. Now we have Graham Trudeau with Realtor.com.
I would have done it. I think I can learn. Should I have that's me. I would have never found that, by the way.
You got the two.
Yep, it's this one right here. Okay. Just arrow keys.
Or you can use this code.
I can? Which button do I push? The trigger? Oh, this one. Hi, everybody. I'm Graham Trudeau. I'm with Realtor.com. I'm not much of a PowerPoint person myself, but I'm going to kind of wing this one. I threw it on together late last night. Realtor.com's been making a lot of changes lately. We're really trying to socialize the website, if that's a word, you know, from the integration of the Facebook and Twitter sharing directly off of our site to, you know, our acquisition of Social Bios, which is a social media website that's out there. But what I want to do today is introduce you all to our latest and greatest social connections, and it deals directly with Facebook. This is it's an alternative to a Facebook business page. Now, how many of you actually have your own individual Facebook business page right now? So probably about 30% of the room or so. And I mean, the biggest objection I have to Facebook business pages is I just don't have the time and I don't know what I'm going to put on there. So what we've done in our goal with Social Connections is to deliver a very simple social experience to you guys that will help generate real conversations with consumers. And it's something a little bit farther beyond just your typical See My Listings tab, which is what we typically had on our Facebook pages. It's a very simple product, okay? What it is, it's a Facebook app, all right? It's that hub for your website, and what it typically does, or basically it will create a little mini website inside of a Facebook business page. So if you don't have one now, you can get out there, stop by our booth, and we could set you up, well, we'll take your cards and set up live within about 30 seconds or so, and you can be up and running with a Facebook business page that is dedicated to you, and it's all about you, or I should say all about real estate. But it allows you to connect to your social network in an appropriate manner. I'm sure you've all heard the do's and don'ts of Facebook and social media, and Facebook wasn't designed to sell real estate, so stop trying to do it. So stop trying to sell real estate on Facebook, and our app kind of answers that question for you. It fully integrates Facebook into your overall marketing, and it shares real-time market data. This is something that we're really excited about, and I'm just going to kind of jump right in. First and foremost, when you have our Social Connections app on Facebook, The consumer gets there and they don't see anything unless they like the page. That's one issue that a lot of agents have, is they have business pages, but just not a whole heck of a lot of likes, right? Well, what are you offering in return? You know, what are you giving them in order for them to like your page? So what we do here is we actually ask them to like before they step through. What they see once they like your page is all based on what you currently have. Social Connections is absolutely free, 100% free, whether or not you subscribe to any Realtor.com products at all. If you have nothing, it will pull all of your listings. It'll take all of your listings directly from MLS and place them on your page. But if you have other products through us, if you have enhanced listings on Realtor.com, if you have Market Snapshot from Realtor.com or Top Producer, if you have the Top Producer CRM system, they all will add in and build onto this page. But remember, you do not need a product from Realtor.com or Top Producer for this to work. Basically, if you have nothing, your page will look like this. It'll port all your listings in from Realtor.com, where they can click on the individual ones and get more information there. Remember, though, every listing that's on Realtor.com is coming directly out of your MLS. And we update, I know in Long Island, we update at least every 24 hours through MLSLI, if not every 15 minutes to every hour. However, if you are one of our customers and you subscribe to Showcase Listing Enhancements, if you subscribe to Market Snapshot, or if you subscribe to Top Producer, your page will look a little bit different. As you see from here, it does. It kind of gives the appearance of a website. There's tabs across the top, a home page. That home page actually has lead capture and another link into your listings. There's a button that says My Listings. Today's market trends. You have one that's neighborhood home value reports, and also schedule a meeting. So what we've done is we've built in lead capture and contact forms into your Facebook business page. If we were to click on the My Listings tab, you see right here, we'll bring up all of your current listings. It'll put them on a map. There's the opportunity to actually click on the See Listings button. It will bring up more detailed contact or detailed forms about those listings. The pictures and photos, all again drawn directly in. Remember, you haven't touched a button. You set this thing up one day in 30 seconds, and now you're generating or connecting with the social spheres. Next button over is the today's market trends. This is something, if you use a product that Top Producer offers, or Realtor.com and Top Producer, called Market Snapshot. So at the click of a button, they can see what's happening in their neighborhood. They can see factual, real-time trend reports, branded by you, sent out automatically, current listing data, their home dropped in the center of a map, almost like a 401k statement for their property. The beauty of that is once they ask or check out those market trend reports, now they've automatically been dropped into a drip campaign from you, and they're going to receive one of these every single month from you, plotting their home on a map and all the neighborhood activity. I'm going to click the next one over. We also have the neighborhood home value reports, or buyer and seller tools. You can have consumers jump onto your Facebook business page and download a free buyer PDF or a free seller PDF. Some of you may be familiar with these. We offer these through our Realtor.com banner ads, where they can click and sign up and download guides. We've now integrated those into your Facebook business page through Social Connections. So again, another offering. Just think about the ability to meet with buyers at open houses and say, hey, by the way, why don't you check out my Facebook business page? Go to facebook.com/Long Island Real Estate. You can actually download a free buyer PDF. And when they download that, you get their information, you get their name, but you're offering, you have a value proposition. And lastly, the nice thing about our Social Connections app is if you do use our CRM as well, anytime somebody signs up on your Facebook business page, say they've jumped in and they've requested one of those buyer reports or a seller PDF or a market snapshot report, or they've just looked and asked to contact you or requested more information on one of your listings, if you use our Top Producer CRM, that lead will automatically fall down and you'll receive a text message instantly where you can then follow up within the first few minutes of that initial connection. So because that's look at that. How's that for timing? I think I'm the only one who's kept it within 6 minutes here. That's our Social Connections app. I wanted to get you out of here on time. Anyway, does anybody have any questions on our Social Connections app? Yeah. No, that's the thing, is we tried to make it as simple as possible. So it's uneditable, yeah. But I mean, look, for those of you that don't have a Facebook business page right now, we've just basically given you no excuse not to have one. All right, you can jump out. If you're interested in more details or having to actually set one of these up, stop by our booth. We're booth number 4. Drop off your business card, write Facebook app on the back, and we're going to have somebody reach out and contact you. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy the rest of the fair.
Well, thank you to all the speakers. If there's any final questions, let us know. All right, then enjoy the rest of the day.